What's up, everyone? It's Stacocakes, and I'm back with another Madden 18 video. The game's just, like about 7 days away, I believe, for the early access, and I can't wait. I just did the budget, cheap offensive players, and I posted that on Mudhead. So now it's time to do the budget defensive players. These goals could be expensive on the first day. They probably will be. I myself am going to be getting rid of my golds probably like right off the bat, and then wait a bit for the price to come down a bit and then get the golds back. But these are the budget players. I'm doing it basically golds because if I was using like silvers for this example, it doesn't include the chemistry. So that's why I'm doing it with the golds. You can see this has like physical front chemistry. There are 4 chemistries for the defense here initially, and they are physical front, toughness, blanket coverage, and read and react. So those are the 4 defenses. I'm going to break it down for each position. I'm going to show you what you should look for a 4-3, for a 3-4 for each position. And from there, I just leave it up to you guys to go figure out which guys are the best for your team. It probably is best right from the start of the game to get players that fit chemistry that you already have on the team, because it's going to give you an additional boost. There are also team boosts as well, as you know, and you can check on Mudhead right now and just look at the individual players. You can see that this guy has a physical front, which is his defensive chem, and he also has the Tennessee Titans boost. So yeah, like when you make your team, you gotta keep both of those in mind. +1 here or there, +2 here or there. That does go a long way to making your team better, especially right off the bat when everyone's going to have kind of the similar teams right off the bat. So let's get right to this right now, because this is going to be a very long video, so I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. I kind of narrowed down the searches, as you can see here. For example, right here, I could have made the searches a little bit like the specific attributes. I could have made them lower, but then there'd be like a bigger list of players. So I kind of made it so that we got about 10 or so players, and so we can get some players for each chemistry basically. And so there are going to be lots of players that I miss. Maybe that player that you see might have like a low awareness, that's why he's not in my search or something like that. But these are the best players for the golds that you can get right off the bat, because these players are good in everything, basically. So let's get right to it. Let's start with the left end. We'll start with the 3-4 left end, and with a 3-4 left end, you're going to need block shedding, strength, power move. So you can hear at the very bottom here, these are my search for the advanced search for the attributes. You can see I got awareness, tackle, block shedding, strength, power move, and I have these all above 68. So here's the list of players right here. If you're looking for a physical front 3-4, the physical front chemistry, you're looking at Daquan Jones. You're also looking at Nkemdiche. Not even sure how you pronounce that. Close enough. Golston also has that chem. Westbrooks, Mickey, and if you're looking for the toughness chemistry, you'll be looking at Michael Pierce right here, and you'll be looking at Claiborne right here. If you're looking for blanket coverage, here's Ogba right here. There are some players here like these players can be used for a 4-3 and a 3-4. This guy, as you can see, is better for a 4-3. He's got the speed there too. Like the 4-3 has more of a speed and a finesse move kind of type player, and has coverage. So you can see this 4-3 Ogba. He'd be better for a 4-3, but when you search the criteria for the 3-4 here, like these players can be used in a 3-4 if you want. This is the criteria I used for the 3-4. These players can be used in a 3-4 or a 4-3. At the start of the game here, as we know, the golds have been nerfed. So like the stats on the golds are lower than they were last year. So lot of these players in the grand scheme of things are not that good, but right off the bat at the start of the game, they are good because that's the best we can get at this moment, besides the elites. So these are the guys I take for the 3-4. Last is Read and React. That's going to be Brooks Reed right here. And also Desmond Bryant and Henry Anderson. So if you want to go with a 4-3 left end, that's my next search here. What I did for this one is I did a search for awareness, tackle, speed, and finesse moves. So this one will be a left end that's slightly faster than the previous search that we did. These are players that are better for a 4-3 than the previous search that we did. But they're still, you can still use these players for both a 4-3 and a 3-4, but they are better for certain ones. So this is the search that we did for the 4-3. So we got Inkamdiche, Fowler, which is a physical front chemistry, Ogba again, which is a blanket coverage chemistry, Robinson which is the blanket coverage chemistry, and Westbrooks, which is the physical front chemistry. So let's go check out the right ends now. For right ends, it's going to be a similar search. We're going to do awareness, block shedding, tackle, power move, and strength. This is for a 3-4 right end. So here's the list right here. It is fairly long. But okay, so it's for 3-4 physical front right end. We're looking at Demarcus Lawrence right here. And we're also looking at Corey Lujet and Bailey. Alan Bailey right here. Those are your 3-4 physical front right ends. Now for a toughness right end, we're going to look at Hageman right here. And McClain right here. McClain. And for blanket coverage, we're going to be looking at Armstead right here. Addison right here. Curry. And Spence. This should be big enough that you can see it on the video, like their stats, I'm sure. So you can, if you see a guy that you really like, pause it, check it out. I'm pretty sure I have it zoomed in enough. Because I have a widescreen monitor, so it kind of like screws with my video. I have to like zoom it in on what I'm looking at. So hopefully if you're using like a phone or something, you can see the player's stats here. So you can tell which guy you'd like for your team. And for the read and react, we're looking at Ayers Jr. and Brockers right here. So for the 4-3 right end, it's going to be kind of similar as the last one we did for the 4-3 right end. So, actually I didn't do the thing. Okay, never mind. I guess this one is made lower so that I can fit in the 4-3 right ends. So for the 4-3 right ends, Demarcus Lawrence is the physical front 4-3 left right end. And for the blanket coverage, we got Armistead for a 4-3 tight end, 4-3 right end. We got Addison for a 4-3 right end. Curry. Actually, these blanket coverage guys, they are more, I think all of them are more for a 4-3 right end because they have the blanket coverage scheme. But look, see, you can still use it as a 3-4, but it's just not as good. And for the 4-3 read and react, we got Ayers right here, Robert Ayers. And let's go check out the defensive tackle now. Here's the criteria I put. I put awareness, block shedding, power moves, and strength for greater than 70. For a 3-4 defensive tackle, we want a space eater kind of guy. It's got high block shed, high power moves, high strength. Let's just check these guys right now. We got fit for physical front. We got Dominique Easley right here. And I believe he's a 4-3. Yeah, he's better for a 4-3 because he has a bit more speed. The other one's a 3-4 defensive end, has more like strength and less speed usually. But this is Dominique Easley. You can use him for both in essence, really. But they're just better at certain ones, I guess you could say. Next, we got McDaniel right here. Tony McDaniel, which they can't even get him into the picture on his card. That's kind of weird right there. And we got Pecco as well. So I believe Pecco is, see, he's got speed of 52, so he's better as a 3-4. Yeah, 3-4. Speed 52, strength 84. So this is better for 3-4 defensive tackle. Let's go check for toughness. We have a guy that I was really surprised at his stat right here, but check this out right here. 3-4, Stephen Paya. And 92 strength, which is amazing. Physical 90. Wow, that's amazing. And yeah, so he's a 3-4. Toughness defensive tackle right there. Another toughness defensive tackle is Hankins, Jonathan Hankins. He's big, so it must be a 3-4. Yeah, 3-4. Speed 55, strength 87. There you go. There's your 3-4. And if you're looking at the 4-3 defensive tackle, you want like a guy that's a little bit faster than this. Okay, let's go check out the blanket coverage defensive tackle. We're looking at Hargrave, Javon Hargrave. So with this blanket coverage, yeah, he's going to be better for a 4-3. It's going to be harder to find like for blanket coverage for 3-4s, I believe, for these. But yeah, 4-3 for Javon Hargrave. And the other guy we're going to look at for blanket coverage is Peters, Corey Peters right here. He's a 4-3 right here, 64 speed. And lastly, for read and react, we got Jordan Phillips, who's good in both 4-3 and 3-4, 61 speed. And we got McClendon right here, Steve McClendon. Yeah, so like I said before, if you're doing a 4-3 defense, you're going to take one of these big 3-4 defensive tackles. Plus, you're going to get another defensive tackle that's a bit more athletic. So like I was saying, like that 4-3 Peters, where is he? Peters, I can't even see. Right here, Corey Peters. There you go. This is more of a 4-3. He's got more speed and stuff. He doesn't have like the 50 speed, 80 strength kind of thing. So this is more of your 4-3 defensive tackle that you're looking for. Here's a list right here. Like if you just want to see the defensive tackles, you can find the one that best suits your team. Next, we're going to go to outside linebackers. I'm going to start with left outside linebacker. For a 3-4 defense, you want your left outside linebacker to rush the passer. Or they can sometimes have one of the outside linebackers rushes and the other is more versatile. It's kind of up to you how you want to do it. But for the 3-4, rush the passer, left outside linebacker, we're going to look for awareness, speed, play recognition, and block shedding. So let's go check at the players right now. If you're doing a 3-4 physical front, you want Dupree, Bud Dupree right here. Look at the speed, 81 speed, 79 tackling, 73 block shed. Looks pretty good. And then if you want another physical front left outside linebacker, you're looking at Marsh, Cassius Marsh. If you're looking for a 3-4 toughness left outside linebacker, you're looking for Ahmad Brooks. If you're looking for blanket coverage, 3-4, then you're going to go for Morgan, Derek Morgan right here. And if you're looking for read and react, left outside linebacker, you're looking at Misi and Warlow, Marsh, Wilson, McClellan, and Barrett. For a 4-3, your left outside linebacker is going to be in coverage a lot. So you want a left outside linebacker that's a bit faster and has better zone or man coverage. So I believe the next one here will be that. Okay, here we go. This is a left outside linebacker. This is for a 4-3. I did the search for 70 awareness at least. speed at least 75, play recognition at least 70, and zone coverage at least 65. So here's a list right here. Bud Dupree, he looks really, really good actually. And here's we got Preston Smith here as well, which is a toughness. Warlow, Connor Barwin, Leonard Floyd, and Shea McClellan. And these are for the 4-3 left outside linebackers. They got a bit more speed and coverage, so you can choose your guy based on the chemistry probably that you're going with. Let's go check out next, which will be the middle linebacker. And for middle linebacker, for the 3-4, you want a versatile middle linebacker that can stop the run, drop in coverage, or rush the quarterback. So for a 3-4 middle linebacker, here's the stats that I put in here. I put in awareness at least 70, tackle at least 70, play recognition at least 70, and block shedding at least 70. So here's the list right here. Miles Jack, who looks amazing. For 3-4 middle linebacker for physical front, we're looking at Williamson right here. We're also looking at Robertson, Davis, and Vince Williams. For toughness, we're looking at Minter, Kevin Minter, and Carlos Dansby. For blanket coverage, we're looking at Miles Jack. We're looking at Rameek Wilson and Jake Ryan. And for read and react, we're looking at Woodyard. And for the 4-3 middle linebacker, it's going to be in coverage a lot. So we're going to look for speed as well and zone and man coverage. So I've done the search. I don't wonder if I have it saved. Yeah, here we go. So we're looking at for a 4-3 middle linebacker. These are the guys you want to look at. Miles Jack, Rameek Wilson, Jake Ryan. They all have blanket coverage, I believe. Yeah, all have blanket coverage. Those are 4-3 middle linebacker. Keep it nice and simple for you. For right outside linebacker, we're going to do the search for awareness, strength, play recognition, and block shedding. For a 3-4 right outside linebacker, we want high block shed, we want strength, we want power. So let's go check through these right here. For the physical front, 3-4, we're looking at Ninkovich, and we're looking at Emmanuel, and we're looking at Simon. For the toughness, right outside linebacker, we're looking at Lamar Houston. Blanket coverage, right outside linebacker, I couldn't find one that fit in this criteria. I'm not sure if I made my search a lot lower, if I could have found a blanket coverage right outside linebacker, but I didn't. And for read and react, we're looking at Michael Kendricks, and Schobert right here. And for 4-3 right outside linebacker, we want something that has some speed and coverage as well. So that should be the next search right here. I did awareness 68, speed at least 73, play recognition 68, zone coverage 68. So here's our list for 4-3 right outside linebackers. If you're looking at physical front, you're looking at Thomas, Campbell, Manuel, and Humber. For toughness, this search right here doesn't have anything for toughness. So, like I said, you can lower these a bit if you're looking for a toughness right outside linebacker. For blanket coverage, we got Ellerby, and we got Hewitt right here. And for read and react, we got Kiko Alonso, Schobert, and Lemur. Now, next, let's go to cornerbacks right here. And for cornerbacks, here's the criteria that I put in for cornerbacks: 70 awareness, speed 80, acceleration 70, man coverage 70, zone coverage 70. So my basic search here is just for cornerbacks that are good in multiple kind of formations. You can like tailor your search if you're looking for more of like a man-to-man cornerback, or a cornerback that's in zone more or something. It's up to you what you want to do. This is just a guy that's good in everything kind of cornerback. So here's the list of players right here. If you're looking for a physical front cornerback, you're looking for Poole right here. As far as a toughness cornerback, there was none in the results right here. You could play around with the advanced search here, lower a couple things, see if you can find a toughness cornerback if that's what the chemistry that you have that you're going for. You can try to see if you can find a toughness cornerback. But he didn't meet the search criteria I did right here. For blanket coverage, we got Kareem Jackson. We got Jason McCourty, Artie Burns. And for read and react, we have Delvin Breaux, Adam Jones, Tony Lippett, Bradley Roby, Brandon Carr, and Kevin Johnson. And then we got the free safety. For free safety, I put 70 awareness at least, 75 speed, play recognition 70, zone coverage 70. So here's the list right here. I got a guy for each of these, for each chemistry. So for physical front, we got Dwight Lowry. If you're going toughness, we're going to go McLeod Jr. and Gibson. If you're going for blanket coverage, we're going Webb, Andre Hall, and Jordan Poyer. And if you're going for read and react, we're going for George Iloka. And lastly, we're going to do the strong safety. Pretty much the same search results, I believe. Awareness 70, speed 75, play recognition 70, zone coverage 70. Here's the list right here. For physical front, we're looking at Quinton Demps, Tavon Wilson Sr., and Clayton Geathers. For toughness, we're looking at Mike Adams. For blanket coverage, we're looking at LaMarcus Joyner, TJ McDonald Jr., and Jeff Heath. And for read and react, we're looking at Deron Harmon. Hope this video helps you guys get the defensive players that you're going to need to start out Madden 18. I'm not sure what the prices of these players are going to be. They could be expensive for the first week or two, but the prices are going to come down right off the bat. I want to go with the goal players, like I said, because they have the extra chemistry besides the team chemistry. The silver cards don't have the defensive and offensive chemistries. So I just went with the goal players. The list of players is long enough. I'm going to put it on Muthead. In the thread, I'm going to put a bunch of players at each. I'm going to write down all the players' names for each position. So if there's one guy that you're looking at and he's too expensive on day one, too expensive the first week, you can go check out the second guy on the list, third guy on the list. You're bound to get somebody that you could fit into your lineup. But this is just a start right now. The game's not even out yet, so we can't really talk about much else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helps. And I'm going to see you guys in probably, 6 or 7 days when the game comes out. Early access. I can't wait for it. Put some likes down below if you guys like this video. Put some comments if you think I missed anybody. Like I said, though, I tried to make the search criteria in that it doesn't have a list of like 45 guys. I tried to keep the list relatively short so you can see it, figure out which guy you want on the list. So, of course, I'm going to miss some guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon.